If you're just joining us and you're not familiar with The Messenger is an action-adventure platformer game released on August 30th, 2018 by Sabotage Studios, developed by Devolver Digital. It earned the Best Debut Indie Game of 2018 award, and it is my favorite game. Right off the bat, you're going to be hearing some excellent music from the composer Rainbow Dragon Eyes as we fade into Ninja Village. You are a young ninja who is hanging out in the treehouse and doesn't like going to history class, but today is going to show up and, for whatever reason, answer that call. There's a prophecy that every 500 years or so, the demons show up to attack humanity, and you don't believe that. You just train all day and nothing ever happens and you're kind of bored. So you go up to Rock the Sewer, your teacher here, and he teaches you about the Cloud Step. This is the integral platforming mechanic of the Messenger. Whenever you strike something midair, you see those lines under Ninja's feet. That enables you to do another jump in the air. Now, just as the prophecy said, the demons have struck, and by letting go of tech skip and holding down, both runners are able to execute a shorter hop backwards when Ninja escapes the fireballs rather than a full hop. This saves about half a second. So we get a good scraw. What's that sound? It's the Western hero. It's our hero. Get your cause in chat. This guy's really cool. He shows up to save the day and executes these two fire kappas. Each enemy of this game has a 40% chance to drop one of those time shards that we saw. Each runner get one of. These runners are going to have to get 40 shards by the first shop to get their first purchase, so they're going to have a hard time in the Autumn Hills. Well, okay. To be fair, it is not the Western hero that makes the scrawl, but the Western hero's Phoenix, I presume. Some legendary beast of legend that they've been able to befriend and work with in their epic moment to save the village. Starting off here, it is now nighttime, and under the cover of shadows, our ninjas are going to set off from the village on a quest to deliver the scroll to the top of the glacial peak. Here's our first turtle enemy. We are seeing a turtle slash from Miinfin. This is a basic turtle boost tech. When you slash an enemy or a thing like these blocks that takes more than one hit to destroy, you'll get some pushback. But if you slash the opposite direction first and spin into that object, you'll actually get acceleration as it pushes you from behind. So very minimal time save, but an advanced strategy that we'll see some style out of these runners as they progress. Miinfin getting a good boost going into the shop. Both runners having to go to the wall just a second. Miinfin struggling to get that last shard, but we are in the shop and look at this menuing. Those are some cute shops. Miinfin going with the scroll exit as it's actually a little bit faster to go down twice and choose to confirm on the exit shop option rather than hitting back on the controller a couple times since there is a delay. Moving deftly through the scoop room, both runners are going to jump swiftly over those fireballs and we are climbing trees. Staying pretty close so far, we have the first major obstacle in the spike pit. We're going to think right thoughts and hope that each runner is damage boosted to the right. That depends on which side of each spike block pair they land on. Both runners going right, so really good to see so far. Not going to die to the Kappa on the other side of the pit, and we're just holding right in the longest room of Autumn Hills. Very important to get this checkpoint. There's really no reason in a run not to get it. Jumping into the water, we will hear that it is muffled. It's a little bit of a cooler effect on the music. It looks like Ninja has a scuba tank on, but that's actually the scroll. Resting the chin just before the saw there, very scary. A true test of patience. As we're going to jump through, take this health for an upcoming damage boost, and then swim our way up to these two revolving spikes, or saws. There's a really interesting cycle that can be made here if you're absolutely spot on with your swimming. But if not, you can always take that damage boost and you will get hit anyway. So opting to go under or over, you see a lot of options and branching pathways in each room of the Messenger. Spacenarc just going right for it and getting over that spike tower. That's the respect for just going a OG spike tower. Miinfin goes with a very safe and tournament, race ready back up the projectile spike tower that is going to be very consistent. And then we're just seeing some excellent platforming over this green cap. But Miinfin going for a really big respect back boost to seal that gap, but not quite making it. Actually getting slowed down due to just frames of imprecision. Very difficult to land those tricks. Moving on into ladder skip, Spacenarc's able to get a jump slash off of that red kappa up to the wall. and then connect it. Miinfin doesn't get it, he's just going to reset the room, and that's going to respawn the enemies to the exact position they were in the first time he entered, so he's able to get that ladder skip second try. So really tight corner platform jumping all over Autumn Hills. This is a level that really shows off some of the really fine-tuned optimization of the messenger, as you don't have a lot of tools yet, but there is still a lot that you can do to move faster through these levels. Both runners showing off just expert timing and racing lines wherever they can to save fractions of seconds. Now their goal for the last shop of this level is 130 shards, and they're already at it, no problem. They're going to be buying an upgrade that allows them to throw 3 shuriken for a total of 3 more damage on this next boss, as well as Second Wind, which when the enemy gets, or the ninja gets struck, you can press jump to quickly recover wherever you're in and cancel out that damage animation, so hugely useful. Alright, here we see a pile of leaves, but because it is a full moon, it is actually going to be the leaf monster, which only appears on full moons, of course. And we're just going to start slashing right away. Just before Ninja can move, just start slashing, hold right, knock away his leaf shield, duck under it, throw 3 shuriken, keep slashing while you're throwing the shuriken, and that's going to be a clean 1 cycle for Spacenarc here. And Miinfin as well. That's a clean 6:15 exit for Spacenarc. Miinfin looking at about 6:26. But lots of time to make up. Oh, 6:25. But time to make up in Catacombs as we meet our friend Necro, the Phobkin. He's a cute little guy. He's afraid of the dead, so of course we find him in Catacombs. And if you're not just joining us, you've heard this a million times, but you know him, you love him. It's Necro. It's going to be some very nice platforms here and cycles. You see these moving platforms and objects with spikes on them, and crushers, things like this. Start moving the moment you enter the room, whereas enemies will animate once they enter Ninja's screen. It's a little bit of difference there. We are seeing a little preview of the level boss here. It's a really ominous, imposing necromancer figure. You know, tall, dark, and handsome. We're going to make short work of these minions he throws our way, as Spacenarc demonstrated. Just slash, slash, slash. Now Miinfin not having quite enough health to go for the aquatic butt boost there. Spacenarc, I believe, opting not to. But that would save 1.2 seconds, just skipping those crushers there. Really good usage of the bat there to get a nice little extra cloud step and get a tighter line of falling, so Miinfin wasn't hitting that corner. Now this watery room is kind of limited in how fast you can go by these final crushers, but you certainly don't want to miss that cycle. Moving over to Spacenarc, you see him swiftly jumping over these moving platforms, and if a platform is moving the same direction as Ninja, of course, it is going to make you move faster. So you want to ride these platforms as long as you can. Miinfin just walking right off one onto the other, and then jumping off to get those lanterns, very nice. We see Spacenarc opting here to take a damage boost intentionally on those spikes, so that he's going to have to get some health in this next room, but Miinfin as well going that same route. This is the faster route if it's executed well, but has slightly more platforming risks. See some Ducker Z's in chat. I forgot to shout out Ducker Z. Alright. Spacenarc coming up on Badonkadonk. He's going to try to drop through the platform, get a cloud step on that green kappa, and jump up to connect to that lantern. It was very close. Unfortunately, we are going to see this this crazy necromancer character again. He's going to throw wizards at us this time, but throwing shuriken, you can quickly make, short work of them as well. Miinfin getting Badonkadonk, jumping right over that cutscene trigger. That's going to save about 8 seconds. Let's go. Good spike pit from both runners. No commentator curse. Both runners now in Ishbender's favorite room. He's 3 bats and a moving platform. And going into the monster elevator. Also a great room. You get to just glide right up using these enemies as you go. Now we have a really scary spike ball room here, and it's interesting to see what strats each runner will go for. I'm hoping safe strats. I don't think you want to run it too dangerous for the spike ball, but Miinfin 3 HP in a dream, just showing off a little bit. You gotta get a big respect for that one because I believe we're calling that the Balls of Steel. Is that what we settled on? Alright, Balls of Steel from Miinfin. Very well done. Coming in, get your high Ruxtons in chat. For Ruxton, this is the level boss. He's a coin flip. Either he's going to go high or he's going to go low. That's a 50-50, Chief. It's low for Spacenarc. Let's see what Miinfin gets. Low as well. Alright, at least it's fair. We do want him to go onto the high platform because then we can kill him faster, but with some swift movement and use of shurikens here, Miinfin unfortunately missing one of those shuriken. Is going to be a slightly longer low, but able to get a kill on the top platform. Big love for our friend Ruxton. Having defeated him, he's decided he's not going to be a bad boy anymore, he's going to be the good boy, and we are on to Bamboo Creek. This is a really bright and cheerful level, and there is a song for it you all may know and may love, may hate, but we're about to hear it anyway. I like Chinese food is good for you. I like to eat Chinese food, and Chinese food is yummy too. If you like me too, you will bring me Chinese food because it is so yummy. Did I mention I like Chinese food? Catch my breath for a second, and we are swiftly moving through this bamboo level. Ducking to throw 2 shuriken under the fireball, kill the Kappa, and hit the switch there. Spacenarc making short work of this puzzle room. Miinfin with the same pattern. Gonna jump and get a lantern during the waiting for that door. I really like that little banker strat. We got a mysterious character with a spear we don't know much about. He's kind of a jerk. Can't really kill him. If you hit him 3 times, he just disappears, so we'll hit him once and move through him. Miinfin unfortunately getting poked, but still has enough health to go for a risky spike pit strat later if he chooses. Spacenarc with the Fireless jumping over that tree. Technically that is not out of bounds, as we're, still in the level. Miinfin with the same Fireless strat, very well done. Now Spacenarc is a little bit low on shards. We're going to have to watch out that he can get to at least 237 by the last shot. Now, going up for the into skip, Spacenarc nails it first try, very, very well done. End with the jump slash, proper connection through the rest of the level. You love to see that clean movement. Miinfin as well, first try into skip, let's go. A little bit of trouble with the steel hard jump, but lands it on the second try. Gonna go for that lantern to jump up. Either way, we get there. We're through this room, and we are just flying through Bamboo Creek today. Briefly seeing some 222s in those shard counts. We're seeing some great one-tile kicks. Get your boots in the chat. And Spacenarc coming up on the waterfall. He has 248 shards by the looks of it. He's going to need to get up to 250, 251. That'll be fine if he gets 1 shard from the bat. There's 2 bats. If he doesn't get a shard from the bats, he can still make a small time loss and jump above the shop in the next level to get extra shards. Ooh. Those are really, really clean drops. Just a little hesitation on that last platform, but that drift can get you. It's very difficult. I did not catch Spacenarc's drops. Please forgive me. Coming into the shop to buy the water boost upgrade as well as the wingsuit attack. That was a really cute shop. Exactly 275 time shards calculated. Of course, he did have to jump to get an extra shard by the looks of it. Still very important to be aware that you are trying to hit that 275 shard mark by that shop. Now, Howling Grotto is a pretty cool level. It's all about caves and spikes being dangerous, but it's got a really cool track that I think it really embodies. It's like the wind moving through the caves, and you got tight platforming level design. It's like you're sticking to the walls because it's a narrow space and some large caverns. You got to appreciate the level design of this game. Even when we're talking about speedrun strats, they made a little house for a bat. The bat's got a cave now, a bat cave. Spacenarc now entering the DK room, going to be going for DK skip, as it's looking like a pretty clean progression to the top. Damage boost is nice. He's making it. No drift on that last jump, just cutting that corner really close. Miinfin with also a good setup, going double shuriken on the Kappa to kill it without resistance. Excellent damage boost, he gets it. Alright, that's a double DK skip from our runners, and belated ninja hey to the bit crunch sound of all the devs yelling hey. Each runner is going to be hoping to achieve a hay skip in this level by getting to the boss room before the second hay plays. Really tight movement through stalactites from Miinfin as Spacenarc comes up on the one and only yeet in the 8-bit category. There it was. That was a fine yeet. Getting really good speed by attacking underwater for that boost, and then keeping that momentum with the wingsuit as you exit. Miinfin as well. Very good yeet. Now, unfortunately, Miinfin's coming up on a room Narc just passed. There is a one Rolly Rock guy that will always kill himself on the spikes unless we kill him first. It's very sad. We should put a bounty on that room to see if somebody can get through it without that rock dying. Good exploitation of the hidden pathway, breaking this block in the wall and moving on through as Spacenarc enters the Golem room. This Emerald Golem is kind of a scary figure. That smash ball in the center needs to be hit 7 times and then an 8th time with the shuriken from the outside so that you can quickly get into the air tunnels on the side, get up to the top, and deliver as much damage as possible during your short damage time frame. So Spacenarc with a really cool right side strat. Going to go through really good, 7 hits, shuriken from the outside, getting lots of damage, and as these shards come up, going to get a few more hits and then bounce. Don't want to get greedy on that. Again, very well played with the slashes to the left this time. Miinfin getting up there first cycle, very clean. Not rounding that shelf on the shoulders too tight either, as you can get caught on the top and then that's just not a good time. Clean first phase from both runners here. Spacenarc is trying to go low, having some trouble connecting. Golem's being a jerk. This is scary. Getting the shuriken, still getting back into wingsuit animation, not as low as he wanted to be, but an excellent kill nonetheless, in that he did not die to the most dangerous boss of the run. Miinfin getting a low screen position as well, about the same height. Of course, the goal there is to throw the shuriken for the last hit as you drop, so that your momentum takes you under the screen. The important thing is no one ended that fight in Cloud Ruins. And Golem will get another Golem next time. Now entering Quillshroom Marsh, we are going to see the mushrooms singing at certain parts of the song. They have their own voice in the song, so the lanterns and some of the mushrooms, like the platforms there with faces, will actually sing. It's quite cute. Spacenarc entering the longest room in the game. You can move through this room optimally without letting go of the right input for the entire room. And here he is, just wingsuit attacking, playing a little bit of the floor as lava. Miinfin stuck in the muck for just a second there, but getting out of it, shaking off his boots, carrying on. Hold right, indeed. Swift jump over the spike ball and going to get some nice little bird manipulation, having it dive low enough to connect it with a wingsuit attack. Miinfin with the same strat. Love to see it. That one eluded me for a couple years. Getting a good jump slash and wingsuit attack on this lantern onto the bird. We will see that kind of a jump at the end of the run if one of the runners is feeling brave for the laser skip. Alright, good duck and shuriken on the mushroom for both runners. Moving past this boo ring, always grabbing the health in that bottom lantern. Why not? And coming up on the possibly a lawnmower. Just a little bit too low. Spacenarc is going to have to go up and manually activate that switch. However, swiftly moving through the gauntlet here. Miinfin not getting quite the jump setup for a double shuriken, but They're also manually a little bit faster, throwing the shuriken up close, but now moving quickly through Gauntlet as well. Spacenarc going to top off his health going into the bully zone here. You never know if this is going to go south, so you want to have, you know, at least 4 health. Pupa silently raging, not so silently perhaps, but in text, about people not using his shuriken setup. Spacenarc not caring, proceeding without fear through the end of the Quillstream Gauntlet. Let's see if it's going to be around the spikes, getting really close to bonking his head into a spike there. You'd love to see that confident platforming right there. Just excellent use of the cloud step to just hook right around the hazards. Alright, Spacenarc has met up with Beautiful Cheese. He is going to run forward at her, slashing, get 1 slash, jump up, slash her in the air, knock her down with the shuriken, and then proceed to wail on her. He is going with the counting method, counting out the damage very carefully. He's going to take a damage boost here on the quills, and just 1 or 2 hits shy. She is going to pull out that whip, and that's going to lose about 8 seconds. We're going to see how Miinfin does. Miinfin looks like fell off of the rings and wasn't able to knock Queen all the way down, getting the whip as well. So keeping it pretty even for the race. However, still has the shuriken, going to kill her from the door. That cuts out a lot of time walking through the room after the kill. Both runners hopefully feeling good, feeling warmed up going into Searing Crags. It's about to get really spicy here as we enter this shop and get the rope dart from our friend Shopkeeper. We're also going to buy some health stuff, like +1 HP and the option or ability for enemies to passively drop health points when you kill them. That's a 15% chance. Both runners now rope darting everything. Shoutouts to Sword of Alpha's 24-hour messenger stream. Drop this legend to follow. Really good elevator skip for both runners. Miinfin is going to go with that Remy Lantern. I did not see Spacenarc's route, but that under the spikes route will save about a second. Getting a quick rope dart on the bouncing doggos and going for a stalactite skip on Miinfin's screen. He is gonna nail it and then climbing up through the bird room. Spacenarc is going to wingsuit bounce right off this rock, very deftly getting that ceiling skip. Gonna climb up and not getting stuck at all, going for that ledge, getting right up there. Rope darts are going strong, definitely feeling some blazing speed in these crags. I think he has the guts to climb to the top. Miinfin as well, getting right over that lip. Don't want to get held up there. Quick dip in the spikes, just for flavor. Small bonk, but it's not going to stop the momentum. We're going to keep going forward, keep rope darting everything. Wow. Really, really good crags here from Narc. Seeing him already up onto Colossus's. You see these two guys that just love to work out. We have Leg Day and Arm Day. Leg Day is the green one, that's Seuss's, and then Arm Day is Kolos, the red one. Unfortunately, Narc is getting a Seuss's spin ball, but playing it really well, climbing right up there with him and slashing him as much as possible. Miinfin also getting a Seuss's start, same pattern, but with a Tau Whip. Now, Tau Whip, just like Queen of Quill's Whip, are two of the only things in the game that will deal 2 damage to Ninja. Ninja's particularly weak to Tau slaps. Miinfin trying to survive the People's Elbow as Kolos bounces mercilessly around the arena. Miinfin is delivering the final slashes onto Seuss's. We can tell that Kolos is knocked out by the steam coming from Seuss's ears. Miinfin as well, just dealing with that Seuss's spin ball, climbing right up there with him on almost on 1 HP here. Has to be careful not to take an extra hit. one more cycle to finish off Kolos, and it's good. Both runners are moving on to Glacial Peak. Shovel please in chat, as these runners are going to attempt one icy climb. This is a great level as it puts together all of the tools that we've been taught in the levels so far. Going to put together all of your rope darting, your wall climbing, your wingsuiting, everything. Just everything but water, as it's all frozen here. See, really nice use of the bird to do a ceiling skip here. Careful wingsuit bounce to get up through that puzzle, just trying to break down the level as much as possible. Really sliding by. With a shuffle beat there. How badly did I butcher? Man, now going through probably my favorite room in Glacial. I mean, this is just a really fun room to ascend. As Narc is going into very technical jump slash off of the first lantern, going to connect to that wall climb, and then rope dart the off-screen tile there for really excellent, beautiful Hansan. Miinfin following up, same strategy, killing that bird, rope darting low. Okay, getting it, just looks like he missed the tile, but then is able to follow up with the second dart, no problem. Hey, there's that spear guy again. He's a jerk. Okay, here's a wizard. Spacenarc just barely missing that lantern with the rope dart. He is not deterred, going to climb right up. And is he going over? He went under. Very good. Miinfin going for a Brazilian ice climber. Very nice. Just skipping that first ice platform altogether. Was that? That was a one tile from Spacenarc into the teleport. Don't blink, as Miinfin is likely going to pull it off as well. Really clever usage of game mechanics there. Okay, we have to do the quick explanation. So dropping off the platform, rope darting the Skaloot, floating Medusa guy, going quickly into a slash and then rope dart on the red kappa. That's going to cause the slash to kill the red kappa before the rope dart animation finishes. And when that red kappa dies, on the left edge of the screen, at the same time, another red kappa appears. So the game finishes Ninja's rope dart animation at that left red kappa, and we save, you know, about a second. Amazing. We have beautiful cutscene of Ninja carving out its destiny, calling the tower. These blue robes waiting on top of Glacial Peak. Our boys did not leave them waiting for long. And we're going to see how they fare in here. This is a true test of the run. Feels very fitting. You go into this level, it's like, okay, everything is on the line, and there's lasers and spikes and wizards and stuff, and it's very scary. But hopefully they can stay cool, keep their nerves calm, and get through without becoming one of these dead guys in the background. The tower goes by many names. The Tower of Time Loss, Tower of Tears. Hopefully it's Tower of Time saved today. Both runners opting to play safe in the first wizardy laser room. Very respectable. Don't want to lose too much health this early in the tower, unless you're quite sure you can just dart through lasers and take that pain. Really good minus start from Spacenarc there, going to knock out the wizard and then damage boost off it to run right through the lasers. Miinfin, just a small struggle. He is going to have to wait here for a bullet from the Wizrobe, but same theory, going to damage boost right through. Meanwhile, Spacenarc, with the Levy Special, is going to skip a laser cycle, very bravely, kicking off of that first platform. Going into the Kuni one cycle room here. Narc just unfortunately missing that through the wall slash, but is able to get through the rest of the room without much peril. Getting it, oh man, excitement! Getting HP from the eyeball, that is a great boon. Spacenarc is going to have enough health now to just boost all the way up the right side lasers without hesitation. Hoping Min gets health as well. He does not. However, he has 4 health, so he still has the option of jumping into those spikes first to take 3 damage instead of 4 for the damage boost. That is called the French Connection. Narc not getting stopped up at all, going for that climb. Good, safe movement through that spiky wind room, and hoping to hold on to that health. Miinfin is not even going to risk the French Connection here. Definitely respect the safety call. That would be a painful death to take at this point in the run, as dealing with first-time death, he would have horrible text that would then cause him to miss another cycle on the moving platform. Spacenarc moving through really misleading room. You think that you're going to slash and then rope dart and then be sly, but if you try to go too fast and miss one of those crystals and then go through a crystal, then you're in trouble as you're racing the timer on those crushers, and it's not friendly. Meanwhile, Spacenarc has got the ice skip, taking damage through the lasers, narrowly avoiding damage and certain death in the triple wizard room. Let's go, Spacenarc. Very impressive. Miinfin going for the same strategy. There is the Ojos de Vlak. Really good entry on wizard room. If he doesn't, he's through this. Let's go. Both runners getting it. You love to see it. After that laser strategy in particular, that wizard room is the scariest room in the game. Sure feels that way. We're seeing a really good climb from Spacenarc. He is going to safely grab that health, ride the platform, and just go for Arcane Golem with everything he's got. Miinfin going for some jumps, going for some slashes, doing that climb. No sweat. Let's see what he chooses to do. He's setting up for it. There it is. There's the laser skip, that cool Marsh jump I mentioned earlier. There it is. We love to see it. Alright. Spacenarc off against the most beautiful boss in the 8-bit, our Arcane Sigma, the Arcane Golem. Going to go for the one tile there at the start off the hands, and then just staying on the face, abusing rope dart iframes, and staying elevated as much as possible. Narc with really strong uptime on the Golem's face, already securing a GG. That is very well played. Miinfin, meanwhile, starting off strong on the Golem, getting the first clap here, bouncing back. You gotta stay connected and calm. If you fall off of that top half of the stage, then you know, you're gonna have to wait on another cycle to get up there, and that can be excruciating. So GG to Miinfin at 32-10. That was a close run indeed. One slip climbing Glacial or in Tower could have spelled disaster for either runner, but we had it smooth and deathless all the way through. Let's see if, yep, here we have runners joining us for post-race interview.
Hey.
Miinfin, Spacenarc, welcome guys. How are you feeling?
Shaky.
Well, yeah, same, because it's like there's a couple things at the beginning. I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? And now it's just like, pardon the language, sorry. And it's just, I haven't had 2 weeks of practice. So it's just like, oh. But hey, GG, Spacenarc.
Thanks, man. GG.
Certainly understandable. Unfortunate not having the opportunity to practice prior to the race. However, you still busted out a very clean run. Very strong 32-10. Both of you deathless. Kudos.
So I got a question, Spacenarc. Did you go for anything crazy?
More than I would have liked, I think. I did the laser skip in the eyeball room, and then completely screwed up my the Wizro room after for myself, and then somehow made it out anyway.
I missed you going through the triple whiz room, Narc. I saw you getting out the other side. I think subconsciously I saw it in the peripheral and just didn't want to see what was happening over there. It's such a scary room.
Yeah.
Speaking of scary, Miinfin, thoughts on Balls of Steel?
Oh, I've been practicing that. That's actually not that difficult for me anymore. What I was really worried about was the laser skip and Tower of Time, going for the eyeballs, and it's just like, I've been practicing this too. Let's go for it. Cross my fingers, and then do a slightly safe 3-wizard room just to make sure I don't get hit by a ball. But
this is a textbook Ojos de Vlak and a very clean wizard room.
Yeah.
I was excited to see you both getting through that, no problem.
Also, I see Cooney in chat. No, that was not a PB. My PB is actually a 3155. It's just the splits from my sub 32 didn't save, unfortunately.
I've been there on the live split.
Yeah.
Same. I think everyone has.
Yeah, I know
Some
Nessus. I need to
questions
get
from the
breakfast.
runners. Spacenarc, who would you like to dedicate this victory to? Question from Pupa.
You know what? I'd like to dedicate this victory to Reflex, because he got me into running the messenger and taught me a lot of what I know. He's like my coach.
Let's go, Reflex. Definitely a strong runner. I haven't seen enough from him myself, but always been a fan. Pupa also asks, Miinfin, how hype were you for your DK skip?
Well, the DK skip, I mean, honestly, it's just like, that again is something I've been practicing. I've been working on making sure that I get just far enough that I get that forward boost. So it's one of those things, like when I get it, I'm like, sweet. Otherwise, it's like, do I get a butt scratcher? But I've been putting in lots of practice on certain things, except for the last 2 weeks.
Understandable. What is your favorite thing to cook at home for yourself? Feels weird bouncing back with that, but that was for Miinfin. You may answer as well, Narc.
Tacos.
For me, honestly, it just depends, because being a chef, it's like there's lots of styles of food that I know how to make. It just kind of depends on what's home. It'll vary between pasta, grilling burgers, just playing a chopped style thing, just grabbing whatever and making what I can.
Being a chef, that is a fact. Our Miinfin is in fact a chef.
Also, one quick question. Space, did you get a hay skip in Grotto?
I did.
Okay, so did I.
Nice.
I was like, I got it, and I'm like, oh man. That was, yeah, my Grotto was I think like a 5. Yeah, it was about 5.5 second gold. So.
Oh, nice. Mine,
Well, that's also true, Pupa.
I gained 0.2 on Grotto.
It was good stuff. I mean, I really loved the Grotto. The Crags was looking really nice for Narc. Miinfin, definitely a struggle in Crags being Crags, but you got through it really well composed. I was proud to see you just keep going after like a bonk in one of the climbing rooms. Like, no problem.
Yeah, that one's been bugging the crap out of me.
I know that feel, that room. I have one more question, I think. Space, how do you choose whether to go over or under for a glacial power seal room?
That's an easy one. If I'm doing a linear run, I go over. If I'm doing an 8-bit run, I go under. There's no reason to that. That's just
Dig
what
it.
I do.
No, it's awesome. That way you're sure, right? You're not questioning yourself as, do I go over under? Like I always do. What am I really doing here? Is it 8-bit or linear?
Yeah.
Will any of you contest the any % category soon?
Honestly, I have a submission into a marathon for any %, so I'm probably going to start practicing that, and I'm probably going to, if I get it down to a time I'm comfortable with, I'll probably submit it for AGDQ also.
Let's go. Awesome stuff, guys.
Yeah. I'm just looking at my times. If I didn't throw that shuriken too early on Rux, I would have had a better Ruxton fight. I just threw too early on that first one. Low Rux.
You got low too? Good.
Yes.
Yeah, double low.
Even. I like the double low for races.
Spacenarc question from Pupa. How do you feel about going up against your next opponent?
Say he's very scary.
Oh. Miinfin, my condolences, man. I hate to see you out of the tournament, but you went out with a bang. Really respect on the balls of steel, the DK skip. Like it was all good stuff, man. Not dying at any point in that run from either of you. It was just an awesome race to see overall.
Yeah, I'll have to go watch it back so I can see
Okay.
what I was up against. So
I imagine it's a good watch.
yeah.
I hope so. Sorry for my shaky post wake up commentary.
Oh, you saved it. We
happens.
almost had no commentary.
On that note, I hear we may have a waffle commentary on the next one. Does anyone else want to join? Because my voice kind of hurts, and I'm down to help out Waffles, but I would love to view the next one if anyone can relieve. Personal note, I'm sorry.
You know what? I might be able to. Yeah, I can do the next one.
Oh,
I can
my
hop in
hero,
on that
dude.
one too.
Thank you. 1,000 thank yous.
I was trying to think of what I had to do today, whether I could or not.
Fair, totally respectable.
But yeah, no, I'm good.
Thank you, Miinfin. I appreciate you. Miinfin, Narc, do you guys have any closing thoughts, comments, or concerns? Anything for the audience? Anything, questions from you guys, etc. Closing out.
The only thing that I'm going to comment is the fact that with as much as I messed up, I have another sub 31 time coming in, probably a PB at this rate. So it's just grinding.
Absolutely.
Life sucks. That's all I got to say.
It's hard breaking through like some of those walls, getting off of those plateaus, but you know with your running that it's coming, and you know that like you just keep putting in that soft progress and keep getting in runs. It's just going to happen because you have the preparation, right? You just need the opportunity in the run.
Yep. But I'm going to take this quick second while we're setting up for the next match to go stretch, bio break, and get some coffee, and I will see y'all here in a little bit.
Outstanding.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And I'll be watching the next race for sure.
Thank you guys for an amazing race. Thank you, chat, for watching. Thank you, Sabotage Studios, for the amazing game. And thank you, GG Speedruns, for hosting the tournament.